We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off of play action. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Back-to-back
good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance being chased out left. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Rolling to his right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
A Cowboy first down there, Prescott to Gallup. The Cowboys at 14-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the tight end goes in motion left. First down, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down carry by Elliott. Down to about the 45. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Michael Gallup, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Prescott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Come on and get it.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Azeez Al-Shaair make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Prescott looks to throw on first. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A final shot before half for Lance. Steps away to his left. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Right, 97.
Hey, 4 down. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Field, black.
Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
The Lance going to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On play action, Lance.
Steps away.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jonathan Garibay out there now, and this is a big pressure spot.
This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Garabay's kick is good,
and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there, a big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
57. Mike, 57.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 10, Lance flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
50 seconds, Mike. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Another run with Mitchell.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Prescott.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here's Dak.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gotw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A dump off to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a 1-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for San Francisco,
they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still 1 game remains before they join the